Hey guys, welcome back to another project video. I think this is more like a update project video. The Hyundai's been moved. As of filming this, no, they still haven't come and done the field yet. I gotta get my sawzall out and cut some of these down. Got a project that we're gonna do for, but I don't want the corn on it though. I just want these things, not the corn. Trailer's still the same. Actually put a new light on the pole. The old light was facing the other way. Being a little nosy Rosie, since we don't live far. A while back, I was just curious and still curious. Okay, the lights in the house are off, so according to this, there's no power going in the panel, but there's the meter. It's reading on. It used to say off. And then there's the LED. Don't look like much. Gonna be hard to see. AC box. Yes, there's the inside. It's hard to tell, but when we're going in over to the shed, something has happened today. I mean, it's okay-ish. I cut the grass at my father-in-law's work, and I keep a lawnmower there. I really don't remember what I named it. What's the weed eater, the green weed eater. No, I need to wish I would have brought the sawzall. I need to clear some of this out. And that's got to go. Some of this has to go, and then all this has got to go. Unfortunately, I don't have nothing in here to cut it. Let's see. I'm like very extremely slowly getting the shit out of here. I want to tell my father-in-law, says, you know what? Just get out the stuff that we want to keep. What we can't keep or don't want, like what you're gonna see when I open this door. Just leave it in here. Yeah, that's busted. My electric weed eater broke. It was hanging up over there, but I guess it fell and I didn't realize that, and when stuff falling on it, it broke it. But what we're after to look at is that motor. Back to the shop. I mow grass at the shop, right? You know what? I might want to save that handle. Probably not. Don't save it. I was told to throw it in the dumpster. I ain't about to do all that. Well, anyways, I was mowing grass. The wheel, I noticed, like, earlier in the year that the back tire was kind of like this. Or was it like this? I don't remember. Well, anyways, the deck broke. So, we're going to weld the deck up. Because I told him, I said, well, we'll just junk the deck. I'll go find another deck. Or maybe even put that motor on that deck. And then he's like, no, we'll fix it. Now, this is going to need a cable, I think. No. Gosh. We're going to weld it. Well, I'm not. I think my friend Sean's going to weld it. And that's all fine and dandy in that. Well, I think we did a video on it last year. I was having problems, running problems. It was 1 minute it'll have power, and then all of a sudden it'll just bog down and start chugging black smoke. Well, it's kind of starting doing that again. But maybe this is going bad. Yeah, this is going to need a cable. Yep. Hard to tell, but yeah, this is going to break. That's not even the right cable for it anyway. Well, anyways, it was starting to chug black smoke. Carburetor's been rebuilt and actually replaced. One of these two is the carburetor and tank I took off of it. I think it's that one. Well, I mean, it could be that carburetor's messed up again. Well, it's got a good known coil because I took the coil off of this one, put another one on it, make sure it was good. So I replaced that. I replaced the flywheel key, replaced the plug. None of that worked. It still ran like, well, it fixed it for, well, guess looks like that's bent. Yeah, that rusted through, so I get rid of that. I'll just cut the end off of it, save the capacitor. Probably just cut all those wires off and save it. Then the only other thing was the carburetor. So I borrowed that carburetor and tank off the Murray, and it somewhat actually fixed the problem. 90%. So I rebuilt the one. I ordered rebuild kits. I got one carburetor in Pennsylvania I want to rebuild. There might be two, actually. I got another block in Pennsylvania, but it's an old block. Probably it was before the brake cable, so and then I got an old snow blower, and that's the one I wanted. I want to get that carburetor gas tank off and get it rebuilt. Probably take one of these back for it. The Murray, it runs flawless. It just, I need to get in there and get the throttle RPMs back up again. You know what? That may have broke for me from jamming this in there. The deer's staying. She wants me to use it for Christmas. That work light, I might take that one back to Pennsylvania. This one is staying because it's one of my favorites. There's even a bulb in it. I don't know, my work lights, all three of them might stay. So that one's got a plug on it, so I want to keep that here. That one's got a long cord on it. This is an old vacuum cleaner cord. So I guess, so my back to the mower. Last year I kept saying, well, if I don't get it run right, we're going to put that block motor on it. And it's doing what it did last year. And it's just gotten so bad. I was walking like this. I had to walk like this to let it chop up the grass. But then it started running real good. And I was like, well, maybe it's getting low on gas. So I just kept on going. And then when I was done, I checked. Oh, it wasn't getting low on gas. Towards the end, me finishing, it started running real good. Like, better. Well, it was running as good as it was when I got it. And I should have never, I was telling my buddy Sean, I should have never Was it Sean? Or was it the new guy? I think it was the new guy. I was like, yeah, I traded a really nice electric start. Was that a Toro? No, Troy built. Same block as this for it. That's because the bars were bent. And that sucker was too heavy and hard to push, even with self-propelled. I really wish I could have. I should have kept it. All I needed was a battery to make the electric start work. And then, of course, you know, the charger to charge it. I regret doing it. The only reason why I did it is because I wanted a mower, a lightweight mower with the guard. The Murray does not have that. It does not have the guard in the back. Yeah, I thought about keeping this there, but this thing is heavy. Plus, I need it here. It's my spare from when the that's down. I mean, we got that, but it's hard to start because the squeaky bulb don't work because it needs a gasket. I was going to actually put that motor there on that, but I don't have the correct top. So I would have to pray to God a lot that that top on that motor would fit this. Like those hedge clippers, I'd probably just leave in here. My father-in-law's hand grinder. Which one? And I need to do like a restoration on that. I'm planning on taking these two toolboxes back to my mom and dad's, throw it into storage. That was probably not a good idea. Oh look, a coil wire. Might end up needing that someday. Well, I forgot this was heavy. I think we did a video on that a while back. My main concern, yeah, I'll have to get that fixed. This is the block that I know this block. And I know where it came from. And this is just not locked up. She's not. That engine, it's not locked up. Man, I wish I got an idea here. This. Sit down. That block actually goes to that deck because that was originally self-propelled. I needed a motor for my first push mower I built here, which I sold. So I took it off of that deck and then turned around months later, a year later, went and got the deck. My wife's grandmother gave me a push mower, and there's the carburetor off that push mower. We were still living in that trailer when I did all this. And then we went to our buddy Warren's, and then he's like, called it. I said, I need parts, possibly a motor. He's like, oh, take whatever you want out of his scrap pile. And I rescued that. And it's been sitting on that block for a long time. And it's been knocked over. The motor's been knocked over. It sat like that for a while. I just realized I could sit it up like that. I have a top somewhere that apparently does not fit. I see it. See, because that's just... Yeah, there's oil in there. Cylinders full of oil. So this thing's been sitting unattended for probably going on 3 years. So what I'm just my plans are, I'm gonna put one of those on it. Okay, so I got all that. I thought this was missing. I thought all this was missing. Put y'all down for a minute. Let's see how much oil is exactly in here. Oh, it does have oil in it. At least in this will have a dipstick. Basically, it's the same block. The bore might be a little different. Well, yeah, it's not in the full, but it's need to do it one more time. It has more oil than I thought in it, and so I even got knocked over once then. But yeah, I was planning on putting this on if I had a top, I was planning on putting it back on the original motor. Yeah, it's almost full. Definitely gonna need an oil change though. And it's not locked up. And there's the compression stroke. I don't know if it's supposed to be like that. Yeah, muffler's full of oil. It's definitely going to smoke. Well, if I do go this route and putting this on, okay, it's got a good piece of rubber on it. That's good. I need the spring. It's missing the throttle spring, return spring. So the only thing I really need is a spring. Probably go through and check, make sure the head gasket's tight, the head bolts are tight. So the only thing that's holding it back is the spring. Okay, we got the O-ring, a little lock thing for that. We're missing a spring, a bolt. Yeah, camera. Missing the spring that goes from there to here. We're missing the bolt that goes into that hole into that hole, and then the top. But if I'm going to use it, I definitely want to get that fixed. I did just see the top. Only top I have left. I think the top that was on it went with another mower. Oh, I know why this top doesn't work. Which means if I do it, I'll have to change it. It's this thing. I'd have to change this out. If I remember right, that does not work with this top. It may not work with the other top either. That's right. Yeah, see what I mean? It does not have the cutout for that. And more than likely there will not be a video on the engine swap because I'm not planning on doing it here. I'm actually planning on doing it at the shop. Because that's where I don't know. Because that has to go to the shop. I have to take this to the shop and get him to get that out. That's why I'm saying it might get done at the shop. Hey, that's the reason why. That's the reason why it's not on a mower, is because of this. But that's good. It's not locked up. It should run. I don't see why not. I think I may have had this bolt out once. I remember taking this off of another mower at one time, but it might not be this engine. I like how it fits in there. I'd have to dig for a spring. It's missing this spring too. Spring, that good return spring for that's missing. Which that's not a problem. I got a bunch of them. Oh yeah, I could definitely. It's definitely worth thinking about. The last I had this engine ran good. And see, I even cleaned up when I did originally build it. And I did clean the magnets, so maybe, well, first we gotta fix this. See, even if I wanted to do the repair here, I have to get the deck fixed first, and that has to be done at the shop if we weld it. I want the thing to run right. I want the thing to run right, so that'll be my next option. I have another motor, but my buddy took it and parted it out. I don't think it would work because I'm thinking right, it's backward. The spark plug's on this end, and that's on that end. If I remember right, and plus it's older than that motor. So that's an update video on my weed eater mower at the shop. I know, it's like I was saying, if that top, if I was able to get that top to fit, I was in the process of putting this motor back together, just so that way if we moved, it'd be complete. But then I'm thinking, well, maybe I could put it back on its original deck now that it's got a cable, because that engine, make that engine good to go. I need gaskets for the primer to make that good to go, and theoretically, if I could make that motor go and put it back on its deck, I could take this one to the shop and just get rid of the weed eater deck altogether. But if I can fix that deck, I'll just hang on to it because it's lighter than this. I mean, I may have to go that route just to get it out of here, but we'll see. We'll see. I'd rather not, but it'll be one less push mower to worry about. It would, but I don't want to do that. But yeah, that's going to do it for this project video. This was mainly an update. Well, at least that motor wasn't locked up. At least it's still got oil on it. I'm definitely going to change it. I even have a filter, sponge filter for those. But only if the one that's on that mower is bad, I'll do it. If not, then I'm going to just probably end up reusing it, just cleaning it up and reusing it. But still, it needs to be checked out before doing anything with. So that, more than likely, that motor's going on that mower. Then I'll just part out the parts that I want, put it on the marketplace for $10 block. or it's just scrap it, because it's going to be missing the plug, the coil, the top, carburetor, gas tank, muffler. Probably put the shittiest one I got. Whoops. Probably put the worst looking muffler on it. So that's going to be on the list of things to do. Now, if I had a shop and everything, I'd be gladly to get it home and do it. I would just probably maybe finish out the season with it and rebuild it for next season, but unfortunately I don't have that. And I could probably have it all done in an hour, not including fixing the deck, but changing everything over to the new motor, putting that motor, change out motors. I got to change out I have to change out the feet, because that doesn't have the foot on it, the blade. And, you know, as long as I have a good impactor, I could do everything in probably less than 30 minutes. I should have done this last year. That motor's cut all of this. And I'm not kidding. That little motor cut all this. At least twice. But then it's cut half of this. Probably up to the field. Up to the field. Going, you know, this way. And up to the trees. Going that way. And then all through down there. And then all that. It's done that a lot. Even before we moved. When I built it, that's what I was using over here. And then when we first moved, I was using the green lawnmower. The green lawnmower's cut all this actually quite a few times. In the Murray, it's cut all this a few times. So that's going to end it for this video. Stay tuned for next week. We got new videos coming every week. Thank you for watching. If you have a comment, please leave one. Thanks for watching.